military fans, here again. And I figure why not this one? He's sadly no longer with us, changed the look of TV shows and so on. That being Jerry. That's right, Jerry Springer, the Jerry Springer Show. Now, I'm going to talk about the show, the presenter, and so on. And like I said about repeating myself, he's sadly no longer with us. May he rest. But what a date show presenter he was. What a date show presenter. In America, I remember me and my mum, back in the days of every Sunday night, me ordering a beautiful, big, juicy doner kebab, sitting down with my mum. These were the fun memories I had with my mum. And watching the Jerry Springer Show. And at the time, there's a lot of TV shows. We all seen them. It's a family getting to death, or it's someone trying to get back with a loved one. It's always a soppy love story or a soppy show. At the time, during the mid 90s to the late 90s, right through to the early 2000s, the Jerry Springer Show made a difference. It made a difference. And what do I mean by it made a difference? Well, at the time, Jerry Springer was very successful. His career was probably was presenting shows or working on news programs and stuff like that. And it was only when he had his own air of his own show, being the Jerry Springer Show, he wanted to make it a difference. He wanted to make it a family show. Didn't want to make it a luffy-guffy show where loved ones are trying to get back to death or he didn't want to do all that. He wanted to show without being insulting, but they saw it in America, Taylor Tass. That's right, they've got it in America. It's not me being insulting, but we all know in America, there's certain parts of America where people are considered Taylor Tass. It's not being insulting, it's being honest. And he wanted to show that. He wanted to make it funny and he wanted to make it over the top. So you'd have brother and sister, shock horror, incest. You'd have a couple having an affair. You'd have a guy thinking that his woman's being faithful, but she's being unfaithful. But not just being unfaithful, she's being unfaithful with a woman. Shock horror. And you know what I mean? You'd have silly things like that. You'd have people getting married, but you find out the woman who's getting married with his best mate. And you're trying to see someone get into a fight, you'd have fisticuffs, you'd have hair getting pulled, that's why I've got a bald head, and so on. You're trying to see someone would get twatted in the Jerry Springer Show. And let's not forget they once did a song of Jerry Springer Show. You know, it's called I Wanna Watch the Jerry Springer Show. And it was Jay. It was Jay. The only thing and the only issue was on the days it was on Living TV. This was the days when Sky TV was worth a fucking fuck. And it was on ITV. Again, these were the days before everything went PC fucking friendly, PC pussified. And that's what ruined the Jerry Springer Show. I'm not going to be all to death and love it up there. It ruined it. It was your MPA and your board of censorship. I always love saying that word because it's a reason for saying it. Some of the violence, some of the bits where people getting twatted, they did have bad language in it, so you're going to hear the beep every time somebody says the F word or the C word and any other sexual bad language, you'd hear beep. This is understandable, but some of the bits where people getting twatted, fighting scenes, that's what made Jerry Springer. That's what made the Jerry Springer Show, the program. So what does your MPA and your censorship where but and I will say that with confidence, in the later 90s when we still had the wonderful VHS, you did manage to get the beautiful 18 and we did actually look through seeing Jerry Springer totally uncut. And what do I mean by totally uncut? Well, it'd be like you watching it live. It's like you're going all the way to America to watch the Jerry Springer live. So you're watching it without the cuts. You've seen everybody fighting. You've had the looks. You've seen the bad language. Plus, that's something else I loved about Jerry Springer. Women would rip them out. You guarantee you get tits. Those again. You censor it. Can't show boobs. Oh, that's a no-no. So you'd have a big blur covering the nudity bits. video, don't forget, this is in the comfort of your own home. You could actually have to look so you're seeing tits. Now I'm a man, I'm a red-blooded male. So yeah, I loved it. I got to look, so seeing tits, seeing beautiful women, seeing boobies, seeing tits. And it was great. I got to see tits. I got to have bad language. I got to see fighting, having a bid censorship, having a bid fucking BBFC. I actually got entertainment. I know that's a dirty word these days, but I actually got to see fucking beep bad language. I actually got to see fucking tits, and it was great. And of course, we had Steve, who was working for Terry Springer. He was Terry Springer's basically like a bodyguard. Let's say a fight scene got a bit out of hand, he was one out, tap people along, push people aside. So it got a bit out of hand, like that cough. Steve would run out and save the day. But then, of course, as days went on, Steve got his own show. We all know that. Steve had his own show. The guy was the wonderful hairstyle like me, and he had his own. But it was Terry Springer, to us, we all know what I like. You know, after Terry Springer, we had Ruther Souls, and it'd be the Terry Mittal show, which basically is the British version of Terry Springer. I do remember my friend, who was famous for being on the Terry Mittal show. So if you watch it, thumbs up. You might remember once me doing a video with my mate. I'm not going to name any names unless he wants to be mentioned, but if you ever watched the Terry Mittal show, he was very famous for being on that program, my friend. But Terry Springer was the one, it was the highlight, it was big in America, and you know what I mean, it changed the look of talk shows. When you think about it, Terry Springer made history. He made history. He changed the look, I keep saying that word, he changed the look of talk shows. Without him, you would not have got talk shows like you get nowadays. And it's sad, he's no longer with us. And he passed away. But what a legacy he left. He changed the look of talk shows. You know what I mean? You had the Steve show, just for Terry Mittal. We all know this of Terry Mittal. I'm not going to get into that. And I mean, he influenced me in making my videos entertaining, having a lot of beautiful bad language, because I'm old school. I'm old school. I tell it how it is. I love swearing. To me, as long as you don't effing deaf every 2 minutes so it gets to put wide up your bound to say, as long as you're not swearing to the point that it's putting a sailor man to say, bad language, believe it or not, it's an art form. I'm not going to effing deaf every 2 minutes to try and get laughs and come out with sexy innuendos to get laughs. There's a way to do it that it is funny. A lot of people these days think the F word is a matic word and it'll get a lot of folks and people will laugh. Not really. If I said fuck all the way through my review, it would start to get a bit boring, meaning boring. So you've got to do it that it is funny. Terry Springer knew how to get the laughs. You've had people fighting. I told us I keep saying the word. Jada Tass. Yeah, some of the souls as it went on went a bit silly, they went a bit daft, they was paying it for laughs, like I just did then, saying the word fuck every 2 minutes to try and get a laugh, would start to get boring. People think that's boring. So that's when the soul sort of went downhill. He was trying to go for laughs. And does your censorship, your fucking BFC had to do that. And cut it to shit because they didn't like the idea of people fighting and pulling the ears and pulling hair and ripping shirts off. But they seem to forget that's what made it. It was a different talk show. And it was ahead of its time. So to Terry Springer, may you rest in peace, my friend. You changed the look of talk shows. This man, may he rest in peace, changed the look of talk shows. So an hour for Terry Springer. And I'll say to say goodbye to a guy who changed the look of talk shows. Jerry. See you later.